Woo! Thanks for that sick intro, everybody. I don't know if anybody's there. If you're not, cool. If you are, excellent. Got some breaking news today from DC. And I hope everybody wasn't speculating on me doing some turtle speculation in the middle of the day. What's good, Sith Lordy? How you doing, man? I didn't mean to fake anybody out if they took the turtle symbol as this was going to be a turtle speculated episode, but it is not. I'm hit with it. So all that news about DC is the best DC speculation I've seen in years. So let's hop right into it because you guys are going to want to not miss this. There's just a couple of books we're going to cover. And if you didn't know the news and you're seeing it here first, it's awesome. Hey, first-time listener, heard good things? Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. And you know what? Judging by your name, if you're Flash by Night, if you're a DC reader, you're probably going to love exactly what's going on here. So let's hit it. And again, thank you guys for stopping by and catching me live. And I know you do your part for trying to help me out. So, all right. I do this little gig here called the Speculation Matrix. I mostly do it on my buddy's Drunken Chat show and CBSI Modern Playbook, but I love doing it on my own channel for lots of reasons because of the rawness of it. So if you guys didn't hear, DC Future Slate. And if you don't know what this is, well, you're going to know a little bit more about it before the end of this video. So DC Future Slate is in DC Future Slate. The multiverse has been saved from the brink of destruction for the 11th billionth time. But the triumph of DC's heroes has shaken loose the very fabric of time and space. The final chapter of Dark Knight's Death Metal, on sale January 5th, 2021, brings new life to DC's multiverse, kicking off this glimpse into the unwritten worlds of DC's future. Are you with me? Okay. Well, if you're not with me, you should probably get on board because right now we have a new Batman #1 and a new Batman #2 from the Future Slate right here. And as we go through these covers, if you guys aren't watching full screen, go ahead and full screen it because there is, on every one of the following covers that they've released, a little message at the bottom, okay? So I want you guys to be able to follow along with what I'm seeing here because at the bottom of this one, on the next Batman #1, it says also featuring Outsiders and Arkham Knights. All right, so on the other one it says Batgirls, and the Gotham City Sirens. So that right there in itself, huge spec opportunities. I don't really know where they're going with some of these, but I want you guys to pay attention to the ones that I do have, I mean, basically a little bit of intuition on. So basically we're going off the cuff here. And again, this is a spec matrix. I don't think any of these things are 100% right, although I do hope some of them are. So let's get back in. So the new Batman, this is pretty wicked, right? So not only that, we get a dark detective. And here's covers to 1 and 2. All right, now here's where I'm with on this one. Someone pointed out that it can't be Damian because it's got blue eyes, and you know it could be technology to distract that, and it could be Damian Wayne that we're looking at here, but we don't know. So obviously, what I'm calling here is something's up with post Batman multiverse. I get we're going to get Batman Lost again. Batman's going to fall into the multiverse or something. And he's going to be gone. So all these other people are going to be taking up the Batmantle. So who are they going to be? Well, we don't really know. So Catwoman's going to get another #1. And some of these may actually be one-shots that are going to go concurrently with other series. So don't bet on them canceling other series yet until we get a little bit further in Dark Knight's Metal, which we have 3 more months. So, but my gamble on this is that this is probably coming down from AT&T to try to reorganize the line and then reprofitize the company because, you know, they are in a little bit of trouble. So, all right. So Harley Quinn next up is, of course, going to be a fan favorite. And, of course, you know, she's a cash crop for DC totally. So they're definitely going to be redoing another one with her, which is good to see her in a non-black label title, but who knows? Up next, of course, is Nightwing. Now, this means, to me, and this is just coming from me, if Nightwing is still in his own book and there's these other Batmen, it ain't Dick and the Cowl. All right, so we'll just leave it at that. Now, some of these things that got an obvious attention, too, is that Damian probably isn't one of the Batmen. I'm just calling it right now. So, who are these other Batmen? Don't really know, but we'll have to figure it out. And I'm sure we'll get more and more Spec news as this comes along. But now this next slide, everybody, and, I was really, really into this character, but they kind of ruined him for me, but this may be saving him. So I believe this to be John Kent as Superman. So this new book called Superman of Metropolis, he doesn't have a cape, and he looks like the sweatshirt that John Kent had, as far as like the way the red is over top of the shoulders and stuff. And he looks like a younger Superman. So I'm calling this is possibly going to be John Kent. So Lois and Clark #1s. Hold on, everybody. Okay, that was the wife, so pardon me. So this is probably John Kent. So yeah, moving on. I don't know what the hell my wife wants now, but of course she just, instead of messaging me, she calls me in the middle of the day. So, alright, so John Kent. Alright, next up we got Superman Worlds of War. Now this is showing an older Superman. Now, is that Kingdom Come Superman? That I don't know. But that's what it kind of looks like to me. I'm just going to go on a long shot there. And again, not all of these I got notations on, so we're gonna breeze through this list, and you guys are gonna be able to do some of your own digging to see what you can see. So, Wonder Woman Immortal. This is the crazy one. So, Wonder Woman Immortal, okay, and then wait a minute, what's this? Wonder Woman #1, and I'm calling this one. I think this is Donna Troy returning to the role of Wonder Woman. So, the next one is Kara Zor-El Superwoman. And shout out to My Bargain Comics, who in conversation today had pointed out that she's only appeared in story as an imagination before. So that's pretty wicked to think about. But she has actually appeared in pages before. So there's probably some Spec-heavy stuff to go on there. Legion of Superheroes. Of course, this is probably one of those books that's going to have a ton of Spec-worthy stuff. So, yeah, gonna have to check into that. And then, what's this? Superman, Wonder Woman again? Yeah, so what we got here is obviously going to be John Kent and Donna Troy. I'm calling it as them being a couple. So, we'll see what happens there, okay? And then, let's see, Superman versus Imperious Lex. And then I just want to point out that this is an obvious play on Empress Rex. Namor. This one. Okay. Now this one I think has got a little bit more Spec-worthy news just on the cover art alone. And that is, of course, you guys see the Green Lantern from Far Sector. Well, she's apparently joining the Justice League, but we don't know what time. And then this one right here is showing Green Lanterns quitting. So we have Green Lanterns here quitting again, and this is not something that's not happened before. Now this one's kind of interesting, because is this a dark multiverse version of the Suicide Squad being the Justice League? Yeah. Alright. This one's probably pretty big Spec-worthy news too. Aqualad actually moving into the role of Aquaman. And I think that's probably going to be big news for a lot of people who've been specking on him for a while. So, this one, didn't we just go through this? Obvious attention to Wally West being evil again. I mean, didn't he just like murder somebody and then like have to do that whole time traveling thing to make that happen? Yeah. Alright. Well, still obvious attention to Dick Grayson probably not being one of the Batman. And everybody who's been speculating on Crush, well, she's apparently going to make it around for a little while, and this one may actually bring a little bit more heat to her first appearance. And then we have Shazam, #1. And then the last cover that was released through this DC press release was Swamp Thing. So, gonna kick it back over to the chat, and let's see what we got. The Outsiders live? I don't know, man. They might. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dope colors. Hey, man, what's going on, Weapon X? Thanks for joining us here, man. So look, they need to do a lot of work here over at DC. As you guys know, DC's been struggling with their thing for a little bit. So with them, you know, being kind of like, you know, firing a whole bunch of people and obviously slimming down the company, this looks like a line-wide soft reboot. Take it for what it is. It may be a great spec opportunity, but Rebirth looks like to be completely in the bag now. So RIP Rebirth, you made it to 2020, but 2020, or actually no, it's going to make it to 2021. So Rebirth will officially make it through 2021 oh my God. This is crazy. But that's it. So guys, I hope you take this news. Yeah, you know, it is what it is, man. They're doing a soft reboot, so we'll see. So yeah, man, these are all the new DC books that will be starting to come out at the beginning of 2021 after Dark Knight's Death Metal ends. So take that for what it is. There may be some spec-worthy news in here, which is the reason why I wanted to get this out to you guys. This was just released from DC today. So I do want to thank you guys for checking me out. Of course, this Raw report is just something I do off the cuff. These little spec matrices are something I do right out of my office. So please don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button, of course, because when I go live, I do these nifty little things called the Maximus Mail Call. What you just watched here, which was that speculation matrix. And I don't know why the transition on these slides is so slow on some of them and so good on others. Prime pickups. And, of course, you got to watch out for Drunken Chat coming up. This episode is going to be this Saturday, 12:30 a.m., 9:30 p.m. Pacific time on Friday. But you also want to check out a couple other shows. So this premiered. My wife called me. She asked me, she's like, what was the name of that podcast that you told me about? That's all girls, to a fellow coworker of hers. So I told her about this podcast. So hopefully it got you guys a couple extra subscribers and watchers. Podcast is pretty good. So you guys should check that one out. And then, of course, these guys got something else planned this weekend. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I'm going to try, but 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, Tales from the Flip Side YouTube as well. So come check out all these shows, guys. And, of course, you guys know me. My eBay is U1 for Maximus. If you do see anything on that eBay you'd like, and you are my friend on IG, please shoot me an IG message, and let's do an off-eBay sale, because, you know, that'd be nice, considering I'm still unemployed, and the sales would help. But nonetheless, you can find me on Facebook as well under the same ID. You can find me on Twitter, XUltraMaximusX. And of course, I want to thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you checking out the live side of these things, because makes it a lot of fun to do. And I appreciate you, Sith Lordy. Have a good one, guys.